Good evening, everyone. Make sure I'm on.
Well, he said bottom of the mic, hold it in.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Rookie Teacher of the Year celebration and recognition. This is quite an exciting time because this is a relatively new program for Horry County Schools, and it is the first time that we've been able to have all school level winners attend in person. Due to COVID, our first 2 years, we had to have a little different sort of celebration, so we're very excited to see all these wonderful faces in front of us today. Since the two previous winners didn't quite have the same celebration that the person will have today, I would like to recognize them today. Miss Hannah Mills was our first Rookie Teacher of the Year. And Miss Alicia Davenport is our current Rookie Teacher of the Year. It's always an honor when we have a group of educators in front of us, and it's certainly an honor to have our youngest and our most, in some cases, enthusiastic teachers, and I certainly don't want to take away from veteran teachers because they also are too, but it's so invigorating to go into a new teacher's classroom and see a person so excited about giving back to our students. And in a few minutes, you'll see some videos of the top 5, and you'll hear those words. I chose this profession because I wanted to give back. I wanted to give back to those who had given to me. So to me, that's what teaching is all about. So we welcome you. We hope that you enjoy our festivities this evening, and there'll be some directions given throughout about next steps. But for our invocation and welcome of board members, we have Miss Melanie Wellens, our District 8 board member. Miss Wellens.
Thank you and welcome everyone. It is going to be an exciting night finding out who our Rookie of the Year is. And I'm Melanie Wellens from District 8 for those of you who do not know me. And we also have Ms. Tracy Winters with us tonight from District 2. At this time, if you would, please bow your heads for prayer. Lord, we come to you tonight with humble hearts, thanking you and giving you the praise and glory for everything good in our lives. Father, I ask a special prayer for these Rookie of the Years and all of our educators within Horry County Schools and across our nation. They have tough jobs, and we just ask that you lead, guide, and direct them in all that they do in and outside of schools. And Lord, as we recognize our rookies tonight and call out the one who is our Rookie of the Year, we just ask a special blessing for that person, that they will continue on their journey of teaching, loving on their babies, and guiding and directing them in all that they should do. As we leave this place tonight, Lord, I pray that you would take us all back home safely and watch over us, and especially watch over all of our educators through the rest of their school year. We ask all of these things in your precious Son's name, Jesus. Amen.
Good afternoon. At this time, we would like to recognize our committee members for our Rookie Teacher of the Year committee. They had a very hard task this year, I will say. Everyone was just so wonderful, so we appreciate our committee members. So if they'll please stand if they are present. We have Anna Howell from the district office. She's in the back. We have Ms. Carla Taylor, district office as well. Both of them are our teacher support specialists. They support our new teachers. We have Ms. Tashina Chestnut, who is an assistant principal at North Myrtle Beach High School. We have Ms. Leslie Huggins, who is the principal at Waccamaw Elementary. We have Miss Hannah Mills, who is a teacher at Aner Elementary, and she was, again, our first Rookie Teacher of the Year. And also myself, Valerie McNeil in the district office. So if we could please give our committee members a hand. So at this time, we will have reflections from our 2022 Rookie Teacher of the Year, Alicia Davenport. She is currently a third-year English teacher at North Myrtle Beach High School. When asked about being a teacher, this is what she stated. She says, "I've been blessed with opportunities to build relationships and be a cheerleader for some special students. This is what motivates me and gives me a purpose. Every child deserves to know that they have someone who believes in them, someone who encourages them to reach higher than their greatest dreams." Now we'll have Miss Alicia Davenport.
Good afternoon. All right, got a couple things. So as I take a moment to breathe in and reflect on my time as Horry County Schools 2022 Rookie Teacher of the Year, I'm filled with gratitude and delight. Gratitude for the honor bestowed upon my work as a teacher, and delighted by the new company joining me in such a prestigious award. It has been nothing short of honorable to represent my school, my district, and my students. I have been overjoyed and filled with support that has lifted my spirits during some very enduring times. Just this week, I needed like a class set of scissors at 8:00 a.m., had to send out this emergency email and got some class scissors by like 8:05. So what seemed like potential failure really isn't potential failure when you have support coming from all directions and very motivated students. I have learned that it's just another opportunity to learn and grow and to try again. More importantly were my moments of success, where my students were able to surprise me in their efforts after a long day, and I relish in letting my students know how proud I am of them with my predictable celebratory phrases. If anybody can do it, you can do it. Despite moments of uncertainty, I know I have made the right decision, and I have done something right by my students when I see their smiles, their willingness to help others, and when the light bulb finally goes off. This year, my desk drawer containing my highlights has grown to be overflowing with funny quotes from students, pictures that they have drawn and then gifted me randomly, and their notes of appreciation. Just as I pour into them, they have their special way of pouring into me. Being Rookie Teacher of the Year has allowed me to create and develop new relationships with other teachers in the district, as well as staff at the district office who have been helpful and encouraging. I have been reminded that the selfless act of teaching is truly a labor of love. Seeing my students every day is fulfilling, and the challenging journey to learning about literature, ourselves, others, and the world is always worthwhile. To the nominees and to the upcoming new Rookie Teacher of the Year, continue to do the wondrous work of teaching, both inside and outside of the classroom. Continue to learn and continue to create. Continue to develop relationships, to teach and serve with passion, and to operate with the integrity which all of you have. Continue to make your classrooms feel like home. Continue to show up for them. Continue to devote your best, no matter how tiring it may be. And continue to be proud of your impact, always remembering that our kids are our why. Enjoy the journey of getting through your best days and some of your worst with your students. Enjoy the journey of growing and learning, and enjoy your moments of self-care, which we all certainly need. And lastly, enjoy all that there is to celebrate, from the small giggles in your classroom to seeing a student do something kind for someone else, and to the joyous epiphanies our students have about our subjects and our world. Congratulations to all nominees, Charmaine Branch, Kaislyn Lehman, Alexis Del Castillo, Aaron Turman, and Reagan Dorr. And a special congratulations to whoever our new 2020-23 Rookie Teacher of the Year will be. Thank you.
It is an awesome task when we think about what it takes to educate students throughout a school year. We have one of the largest districts in the state, the third largest district in the state of South Carolina. We employ over 3,000 teachers. Each year we hire from 200 to 250 teachers that are new to our system. They may not be new to teaching, but new to Horry County. So to make all those pieces work, it takes great leadership. So before we recognize our school level winners, I would ask our administrators in the room to please stand, because they are the people behind these great teachers we see in front of us. So administrators, please stand. And then there are a few shy folks in the back that are administrators, and they did not stand. So district administrators, I need you to stand also. We could not do this work without each of you. And I won't introduce everyone because we might be here a long time if I did that, and I might accidentally forget someone, so we wouldn't want that to happen either. So now, when I call your name as a school level Rookie Teacher of the Year, if you will please stand when your name is called. Academy for the Arts, Science, and Technology, Evelyn Fries. Academy for Technology and Academics, Denry Christie. Aner Elementary, Tori Myers. Aner Middle, Emily Gore. Blackwater Middle, Brittany Horn. Burgess Elementary, Alexis Ridgway. Carolina Forest Elementary, Alexandria Steinmetz. Carolina Forest High School, Randy Aubrey. Conway High School, Catherine Altman. Conway Middle, Aba Aponte. Daisy Elementary, Alexa Rogers. Forest Brook Elementary, Hannah Krieger. Forest Brook Middle, Miranda Pena. Green Sea Floyds Elementary, Lily Johnson. Green Sea Floyds Middle, Andrew Carroll. Homewood Elementary, Sky McBride. Kingston Elementary, Sarah Turner. Lakewood Elementary, Taylor Kudrick. Loris Elementary, Elizabeth Collins. Loris High, Kira Hamilton. Midland Elementary, Margaret Lowe's. Myrtle Beach Elementary, Rachel Cottle. Myrtle Beach High, Aaron Solari. Myrtle Beach Primary, Gabrielle Shumchinsky. North Myrtle Beach High School, Luke Moore. North Myrtle Beach Middle, Gabrielle Hilburn. Ocean Bay Elementary, Amanda Schoen. Palmetto Bays Elementary, Dallas Ryan. PD Elementary, Grace Batten. River Oaks Elementary, Rebecca Almanzi. Riverside Elementary, Kim Price. SOAR Academy, Emily Kepley. Socastee Elementary, Alexis Gagnon. Socastee High, Matthew Paris. Socastee Middle, Amy Hill. St. James Elementary, Hannah Price. St. James Middle, Derek Price. Ten Oaks Middle, Madison Hickey. Therapeutic Learning Center, Savannah Casco. Waccamaw Elementary, Andrew Lovell. Waterway Elementary, Tyler Langston. Whittemore Park Middle, Brianna Krumszewski. And please congratulate our school level winners. And if our board members would come to the front, please, to give a handshake to our top 5 finalists when they come up, please. When your name is called as a top 5 finalist, please come up front and shake hands and then go back to your seat. Our top 5 finalists for this year are Loris Middle School, Charmaine Branch. Myrtle Beach Middle School, Caitlin Lehman. Ocean Bay Middle, Alexis Del Castillo. St. James High School, Aaron Turman. St. James Intermediate, Reagan Dorr. And now at this time, we have a special treat. We will have videos that will give us a glimpse into the classrooms and the students' thoughts about the top 5 rookie teachers of the year.
She's a great teacher. She mixes fun with learning, and she's like that one cool aunt that everybody has, but still treats you like her kids. If I could have one word to describe her, it would be amazing, because she's amazing. She's nice. She can relate with you.
Miss Branch, she's really just a nice person, and you can always talk to her about anything. It's like the light to your day or the end of your day. And it's so fun being in there and just talking to her and learning what she has to teach. One word I'll use to describe her is kind-hearted, because she's always there for you. She acts like your school mom and stuff.
My name is Charmaine Branch. I am at Loris Middle School and I teach 6th grade ELA and math. I teach honors and accelerated in both. This is my first year. I love just being able to positively influence my students every day, seeing them take on challenges every day, seeing how when they first came into 6th grade, they were so fragile and so scared to be in a new building. But now as they're rising 7th graders, they're so confident, they're facing challenges head on, they're taking responsibility for their own learning. I always knew that I wanted to be a teacher, but unfortunately, no one in my family had ever finished college, so I am a first-generation college graduate. And my mom now was my 8th grade social studies teacher. She adopted me in high school, and she motivated me to go to the early college program and to start taking college courses. So it was my sophomore year of high school I took my first education course, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is exactly what I want to do. And just being able to witness firsthand how she builds relationships with her students and her parents, and how she creates that environment for her students to feel welcomed in, and how she's an intentional planner. Like, I've always strived to be that kind of teacher, so I credit a lot of my work to her because she truly paved the way for me. I want to be to my students what she was to me and to so many other students in Horry County. I went to South Conway Elementary, then I went to Linmore Park, and then I went to actually Early College High School, and that was a great opportunity. And I've had so many great teachers. Like, I know a lot of people say that, but I've had a phenomenal teacher every single year that I've been in Horry County, and to now be able to come back and pay it forward and to be to my students what they were for me, like, I almost want to cry because it's full circle. It's everything that I've ever dreamed of. Honestly, had I not had the support from my teachers, I don't know that I would be here right now. So I want to be that safe haven. I want to create that environment. I want to support my students the same way that they did for me. When they look back in 6th grade, I want them to remember that room 606 will always be home for them. They can always come back and visit whenever they need to, that I will always be here supporting them, cheering them on, and that I will always challenge them if they're here or if they're there, because I see success and I want them to see their potential, and I want them to grow to be everything that they can be. I want them to remember that no matter what happens outside of the building, when they come into this building, they're their own craft. They can do whatever they want to do. They can do whatever they put their mind to. So always continue working on yourself no matter what.
She motivates us to do good, and I have a really good grade in her class. I've had one all year, and she does a really good job at teaching. If I could describe Miss Lehman in one word, it would be special, in a good way.
It's like one of those classrooms where everybody is in like a free space and there's no negative energy in there. Everyone just gets to have fun, and she's just an amazing person to be around, and it just cheers all of us up. Describing Miss Lehman in one word would be unforgettable.
Hi, my name is Kaitlin Lehman. We are here at Myrtle Beach Middle School where I teach 7th grade math. This is my first year teaching. I think first and foremost I have to start with the fact that I love my relationships that I build with my students, with my parents, with the community, the cluster that I am. I love witnessing the growth that my students endure from the first moment that I met them come August to the humans that they become by the time they're leaving me, transitioning to 8th grade. And another really, really cool part about my job that I love the most is that I play such a small, important role in something that is so much bigger than myself. So I feel as if I was born to teach, and I was in denial about it for a long time. One, because my parents are both educators, and I was always the rebel child that was always like, well, my parents did this, like I'm definitely not gonna do this. But then I soon finally realized that I was put on this earth to be an educator, and so within that, my parents had a great deal of influence in me becoming an educator and becoming the educator that I am. And within that, the world did really too. The world has really influenced me to be in the classroom and to truly foster the change that it is that I want to be able to see in the world. But along my educational journey, every student has a teacher that's really impacted them and contributes and influences them to be the type of teacher that they are. And for me, that was my high school AP Calculus teacher, Miss Rebecca Paget. Her and I are still close to this day. We still talk to this day, and she is one of the teachers that I strive to be every day. I love Miss Paget. She's influenced my life for the better in so many different ways. I want my kids to know that they matter, no matter what, and that their education is truly in their hands, and that they can be an advocate for themselves. I want them to know that their education and their intelligence is the one thing in this world that not anyone can take away from you. And you have the power in order to make things happen for yourself or to not make things happen for yourself. That's what I want them to leave my room with, and to know that they are supported. And if they follow these things, if they believe these things, if they take into account how important their education truly is, they can exemplify excellence every day.
It's really fun in Mr. D's class. Like he thinks about making everything fun in his class, you know, like in inspiring people to like work harder, and it's just really, he's really nice. He does a lot of yoga and like a bunch of like get up and move around kind of things that I like. He lets you get up, you know, and have fun.
Mr. D makes class he makes you feel very comfortable, and he makes sure that everybody feels welcome.
He makes everything very interesting. So like even if there's a topic that I wouldn't find very fun to learn about, he finds some way to make it fun. So, and I've never been a big science fan, but it was actually probably one of my favorite subjects this year.
My name is Alexis Del Costello. I am at Ocean Bay Middle School and this is my second year. I absolutely love witnessing students have their aha moments. Knowing that I am a part of that critical thinking aspect that goes on in their brain, it makes me really happy. It really jazzes me, just knowing that I am able to contribute to their education. I also highly enjoy watching these kids grow up. They are not the same people that they come into the classroom as within their first day of school compared to the last day of school. It's such an amazing opportunity to just watch them grow, and it really brings me a lot of joy and satisfaction. I definitely have had several experiences that have influenced me to become a teacher. I would like to give a lot of that credit to my high school. I went to Early College High School, and the environment that they provided was just very positive, welcoming. They made me feel special and unique, and I had a great support system, and they are the reason that I am who I am today. Miss Tammy Lee, she was my advisor and my PE teacher when I was at Early College High School, and she definitely influenced me to just be more confident in my leadership skills and to really focus in on sustainability and focus in on the environment. So she definitely sparked my environmentalism and just was able to get me into a more spiritual state, and so I'm very appreciative of her. I think the biggest thing I would like my kids to remember about my classroom isn't necessarily the content. I mean, the content is amazing, and I hope that they continue to use that content throughout their lives. But I want them to remember how loved and valued they are. That every day that they came into my classroom, I cared about every single one of them, and I love them, and I care about them.
She's a good teacher. Like, she makes sure that we like stay on task, or like she just makes sure that we're like good, like okay. If I had to choose two words, I'd probably say she's kind and very smart.
The thing about Miss Turman is that like once you have her as a teacher, like she is like your like mom for like the rest of your high school. So like I know like I always come to her if like I have a problem, if I have an issue, if I'm struggling with like another English class, like I'll come to her and like she'll help me out. Two words I would describe Miss Turman would be probably caring and just understanding. Like she just understands everybody and gets everybody.
My name is Erin Turman. I teach at St. James High School. I teach English, and this is my third year here. Originally, I got my bachelor's degree in musical theater. My mom even asked me my senior year, she's like, you can take these education classes at the bachelor's price for the master's level courses. And I was like, Mom, I don't want to be a teacher. I'm not interested. I'm not going to take the classes. A few years down the road, I was working with a friend at a local theater, and there was a theater teacher position open, and she was like, we need a theater teacher, you should apply. I said, okay, sure, why not? Went ahead, applied, and when I didn't get it, I was devastated. Even though I knew I didn't have the qualifications, I didn't have the certifications, I was heartbroken. I was like, there might be a little bit of a sign here. And at that point, I decided to go back to school and get my master's. And once I really got into the English coursework and into the English classroom, I realized that I enjoyed being here and that my previous experience in acting and my previous training connected so well that I just really enjoyed it. And I liked the English coursework, and I liked the reading and the literature and all of those studies. And if you talk to people who've known me for a while, they would have told you that they saw this happening anyway. I was a camp counselor when I was a kid. I was a dance teacher in high school. I'd always found myself in these kind of positions, but I just never saw it for myself until a little bit later down the road. I can think back to elementary, middle, high school teachers who I remember that impact that they had on me. And I remember the way they made me feel as a student and the welcoming environment that they created. And so I really try to channel a lot of that energy. I was also really lucky to grow up in a household that valued education very highly. My mom is actually a college professor, and so that was a constant conversation in our household of like taking advantage of these opportunities that we're given. When my students leave my classroom, I hope that they look back on their time in high school and they remember going into a classroom where they felt comfortable to take chances and to learn and to really push their boundaries, because that's how you grow. And I just want my students to remember just being comfortable in this classroom.
Miss Dorr is a very, very nice teacher. She comes up with great like collaborative and communicative ways to do assignments, and it's just really fun. If I were to pick one word to describe her, it would be appreciative, because no matter what we do or anything, say we get in trouble, she's still appreciative to have us.
Miss Dorr is the best. She's really kind and she always tries her hardest to listen to everyone. If I could pick one word that would describe Miss Dorr, it's awesome.
My name is Reagan Dorr. I teach 5th grade at St. James Intermediate School, and I have been teaching here for 3 years, plus a little bonus. I was lucky enough that when I finished my internship, I slid right into a long-term sub position. I think when I reflect and think about the best part about being a teacher, it's just the impact that I can have on kids each year. So many kids come through my classroom door, and I have the opportunity to be a light in these kids' lives every day, and to be able to see them grow throughout the course of a year and have those aha moments and those light bulb moments with so many kids each year is truly a feeling that's just unmatched. Over the years, I've had so many incredible teacher influences, and I thought long and hard about which ones can I name. And you know, the funny thing I kept coming back to is there's so many teachers I could say, you know, that had an influence, but I think the biggest influence for me in my journey of becoming a teacher is the younger version of myself. That has, you know, I was a little girl that lined up my baby dolls and my teddy bears and the neighbor kids and gave them spelling tests and made up math sheets. And I think that as I have had this full circle, you know, achieving my dreams of becoming a teacher, the greatest influence is that little girl, and it's cool to know that I've made her proud. When they leave my classroom at the end of the year, I want them to know that I care about them, not only as a learner, but as a person, and that they're loved and appreciated, and that I'm always in their corner, that beyond test scores and numbers, that I'm their person, and I've always got their back from now. They'll always be my student, even when they go on to high school and beyond.
Classrooms and see what happens in Horry County schools every day. What a testament to the teaching profession. Regardless of how you came there, if you tried to resist or you knew from a very early age that this was your calling, teaching is truly a calling. And these top 5 finalists, just what excellent examples of our logo for Horry County schools of inspiring possibilities. We appreciate what you do, and congratulations to each of you. In just a moment, Dr. Rick Maxey, our superintendent, will come up and he will make our announcement for today. I know we're all waiting on pins and needles. The top 5 after that announcement is made, if you will sort of hang around so we can take some photos. We have refreshments. I'm sure you can probably smell it, tempting. So lots of refreshments for everyone to enjoy. It's directly behind the screen, and then we can go out and sit in the tables in the back and socialize and enjoy fellowship with each other. And then after that, if you would like, you can join us over at the Coastal Carolina baseball game. And one reason we do this is because our Rookie Teacher of the Year program is made possible by a grant, the Extra Yard for Education, and funded through Coastal Carolina and the college playoffs. So we certainly appreciate their sponsorship. If you can join us over there during the 5th inning, our top 5 teacher finalists for Rookie Teacher of the Year will be recognized. But without any further prolonging of this wonderful announcement, Dr. Maxey.
Thank you, Ms. Anderson. You know, as superintendent, I participate in a lot of events. This is a particularly meaningful one to me. We have before us some of the finest of the youngest educators out there. And, you know, I'm a different generation, but it is so affirming to know that the generation of teachers that's coming forward. I mean, I listen to these testimonies, if you will, in the videos, and it's so inspiring and so experienced for people who only have been in the classroom no more than 3 years. So all of you are special in the audience, and I congratulate you for being recognized. And of course, we have the top 5, and we're going to pick one in just a moment. But thank you so much for what you do. I really do appreciate it, and you inspire me. You really do. What a gifted group of young educators. Okay, I'm going to announce the winner, and after doing so, if the winner would come forward, we'd like for you to share some thoughts with our audience. The Horry County Schools 2023 Rookie Teacher of the Year is Mr. Alexis Del Castillo, Ocean Bay Middle School.
I'm speechless. For those who know me, I'm a crier, so I'm definitely not to read what I wrote. Because if I look up, I'll probably just start crying. Let me just start off by saying I want to thank Horry County Schools for this recognition. It is an absolute honor to be named Rookie Teacher of the Year. Thank you to my friends, my family, and all the staff for all the support that I've received throughout my first 2 years of teaching. Of course, I have to give a big shout out, a big thank you to my students, both former and current. It's because of the kids that I'm able to learn and grow. And they are the reason why I want to be the best version of myself. And that's honestly what this entire recognition and profession is about. It's about the kids. And as educators, we strive to help our students reach the top academically. However, this is not the only role that we play. We are supporters, we are providers of love and positivity, and sometimes we may be the only ones that they have. Our role is to simply be here for the kids. All we can do in life is try to impact each other in a positive manner. And I encourage you to try to reach out into the world and promote love, because we never know what someone may be going through. And we must try to promote this positivity and this light that this world oh so dearly needs. So never forget that you also have an impact that you create every day. So thank you again for this recognition. It really is. It truly is an honor.
Del Castillo, you're truly a worthy recipient. We appreciate your remarks. I want to close by saying that, you know, the next few weeks certainly present themselves as challenges and opportunities as far as the closure for the school year. But let's not forget that, as noted, we have children who look up to us, who look up to you as that responsible adult that they feel comfortable with, and that they've made that connection. And you all have made that connection, and you are a very special group of young educators. And I congratulate each and every one of you, and I hope that the end of this school year is an exceptional one for you. This will conclude our event. I do want to make, just to reinforce that the top 5 needs to stay here with us to get some photos made. And if you opted to RSVP for a ticket, it's my understanding your ticket to the game is going to be in your bag. Is that correct, Ms. Beatty? that ticket will be there. And it's the fourth or the fifth inning, which is it? The fifth inning, the top five, that's only appropriate, will be recognized at the baseball game. So we hope that you enjoy the celebration afterward, and we invite you to stay and enjoy yourself and do so. Thank you very much.